Good evening, everyone. I'll call to order the regular meeting of the City Council of the City of East Ridge, December the 11th, 2025. I'd like to invite Daniel Beard, pastor of Action Church, forward to provide our invocation and lead us in our pledge. If everyone to stand, if able.
Thank you for the opportunity. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight grateful for the City of East Ridge, for every leader, employee, and resident who calls this community home. I pray your wisdom over our mayor, our city manager, and each council member as they make decisions that shape our future. Strengthen our first responders, police and fire, and all who serve. And bless every department that works faithfully, often behind the scenes for the good of our city. Grant unity where there is division, clarity where there is confusion, and courage where difficult choices must be made. May your peace guide the conversations and your hand protect and prosper this community that we love. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Airborne.
Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Mayor Williams,
Here.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Here.
Councilmember Cagle,
Here.
Councilmember Ezell,
Here.
Councilmember Witt,
Here.
City Manager Miller,
Here.
City Attorney Litchford.
Here. All right, the first item we have on the agenda is a presentation of our Christmas Parade Awards. So as everyone knows, our Christmas Parade occurred Saturday the 22nd, just the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Parade has always exceeded our expectations, and this year was not anything less. I personally want to thank everyone involved, city employees, volunteers, everyone that goes above and beyond to make sure this is very special. The efforts and dedication is definitely noticed and very appreciated. So at this time, we'll have the awards. If council, if you want to come down.
You want to take any of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They will have to come behind it. This real quick. Hello, everyone. I'm Shauna Skiles, the Parks and Rec Director, and then this is my son, Justin Young. He's helped me run the parade since I started and took back over a few years ago. So the first award that we're going to do for tonight, and I'll come up front, it's our Grand Marshal, Miss Janet Middleton. If you don't mind to come up, ma'am. Yeah, you can come in here between the mayor and Andy. Hannah's going to get pictures for us. So Janet worked for the city for over 30 years. She's worked in various departments within the city. She retired this past February from us after that service. She worked in Parks and Rec. She was our city recorder. She was our city clerk. She kind of held the glue together here. And so this year I thought it was more than wonderful to be able to give someone that taught me so much with the city of East Ridge to be our Grand Marshal. So Janet, with everything within my heart, I appreciate everything you did for the city, and I appreciate you being our Grand Marshal. You're welcome. I at least want a picture with her, too. The banner's yours. Oh. I can have Audie or somebody bring it to you. You want me to? I will fold it up for you. Yes, ma'am. So I have three different divisions that I do. So I do city services, since we have different departments within the city that participate in our Christmas parade. And this year, the East Ridge Library came in third. If you would come up here, Miss Patty. Scrunch in. Second place for city services is East Ridge Animal Services. Our next one, Karina is not here, which is our East Ridge Senior Fit program for our community center. Karina got sick today, but I wanted to make sure that I acknowledged her hard work, her volunteers that put time and effort into our Senior Fit program, the seniors walking the parade, the whole route, and doing a little bit of everything over there. I watched them cut wood, styrofoam, you name it, paint. And I just wanted to make sure that I said thank you to our program, what Karina does, and what our seniors do for our city. So please come up and get your first place city services. The next will be our education, which actually comes with a plaque and a check prize, cash prize. So our third place this year was East Ridge Elementary School. And I do want to thank you. It's probably one of the first times we've had one of the East Ridge schools participate, so we really appreciate you guys participating, and we look forward to it. And our second place goes to our, it's true to my heart because my son did this for years, but it's our East Ridge High School JROTC. Thank you guys for marching in our parade. And Colonel, after we're through in a minute, if you want to get pictures like you did last year, we can do that real quick, if that's okay with you. Thank you. And our first place, and I really appreciate you guys coming. This is, I think, your second or third year coming. I appreciate you bringing your students, marching, and then playing for our Christmas parade. You're the only band that has come for the past few years, and that is Tyner's Marching Band. And we really appreciate you, and you're our first place education this year. So now we go to overall parade winners. This year's third place overall parade winner was Southern Payroll and Bookkeeping in third place.
And our second place overall goes to Chattanooga Inflatables.
Whole crew's with you as they all work so hard.
Come on in here, we'll slide down.
You gotta sit in the back.
Hey, my grandkid went crazy with me going blue when they came by.
Awesome.
Since I messed up on it.
And our first place overall for the 2025 parade is going to be Lumberjacks Tree Service.
Y'all do a good job putting all that together.
Y'all win every year, right?
No, give me the library. Give me the library to go back and forth.
Different categories. Couldn't see them for a while.
Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
You want all the council up there? Or do you do
Back up here, yes ma'am, if you don't mind, thank you. Okay, cadets, what we're gonna do is put 4 on one side of the seal and 4 on the other side of the seal, and I'm gonna try to put those up there.
We're standing or sitting?
I think we're standing. I don't know.
Bashful, just come on around, you're in the formation. So 4 on this side, 4 on that side.
Colonel, up or down?
Let's try seated, it keeps everybody's face at about the same level, I appreciate
Well, do you want all of us sitting or the council members to come in here?
the council, I want the council members. No offense to the other adults up there, but
David, y'all need
the
to move
mayor and the council members. We'll move down. Okay, you're covering the seal, young man, so don't cover, move.
You can.
That right there in front of you is called a seal. You need to get away from that, okay, and the mayor there, okay? Excellent. Now, you cadets get shoulder to shoulder. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the attendance. They do follow
Now, Hannah,
instructions
do we
very
look
well
at
at school.
Okay.
Can you see it, Colonel?
I think I've reversed this. I'm gonna have to get one of my kids.
I fully understand that.
He's looking at his cell.
Yeah, he's taking a picture of himself.
Old men have young cadets. You mind, sir? I'm gonna kinda get right in front of you. This is gonna be wonderful. Thank you. Now, the cadets are used to this. I do an urban zoom. I know the camera does it, but I'm not trusting of it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, amazing picture. I'm gonna cut this out. Get the seal, 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna zoom out just a tiny bit. 1, 2, 3. I love getting old. I just do what the heck I want.
Do you want to come up here and let's get a picture of you with them?
No, no, sir.
No, please.
Please do.
It's never about me. It's never about me. It's always about the cadets.
Alright, I'm gonna do one more and then I'll let y'all go sit down. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Thank you all. Thank you, cadets.
Hey, though.
I can't hear you.
I got a button this bad.
I think you're going to regular order now, right, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
Try to be quiet.
Council, one more picture.
Camera's like, while we're taking pictures.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Say festive. Yeah, festive.
All
Festive.
I'm gonna hear is why I didn't have red on. That's what I'll hear now.
You'll have
All right.
issue.
We will move to the next item of business, which is the approval of the minutes of November the 13th, 2025. I assume that everyone has had an opportunity to review those, and I will entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of November 13th.
Second.
Have a motion to approve by Councilmember Ezell and a second by Vice Mayor Tyler. Do we have any discussion or corrections? I see none. Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Minutes are approved for November 13th. The next item is communications from citizens. This is an opportunity for any citizen to come forward and address the council with any questions, concerns, or accolades. No one is signed in, but if there's anyone in the audience, now is an opportunity for you to come, and you would have up to 5 minutes. I don't see anyone, so I will move to the next item, which is communication to council members. I'll start on this side. Councilmember Rizzo.
I have nothing.
Councilmember Witt.
I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Tyler.
I want to wish my youngest son, Silas Glenn Tyler, happy birthday. Today he turned 12, and he's the heart and soul of our family. We love him dearly, and Merry Christmas to all of you and your family out there.
Awesome. Councilmember Cagle.
Just to ditto what Ms. Witt said, just happy birthday, got birthday cake.
It is a birthday.
Got birthday
It's a
cake on
birthday,
Friday.
too. Yeah.
But Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
Awesome, awesome. So, you know me, you don't get away that easy. So, we talked about the Christmas parade. That was amazing. It's always a joy to kick off the season with our parade first in the community. The other thing I wanted to mention also, and also I meant to thank Justin, and he's left, and I apologize. Tell him that I thank Tim for all of his hard work as well. But we had our third annual East Ridge Community Thanksgiving on Monday, the 24th. I want to thank Hannah Spear for leading the event and our Parks and Rec staff for their amazing support and work for this special event. It is special. It's become very near and dear to many people in this community. We want to thank our main sponsor, Park Ridge East Hospital. We had several milestones. We had 75 plus amazing volunteers. We had 46 people that provided life-saving overdose reversal kits and training. We had 11 financial donors, which included Park Ridge Hospital, East Ridge Chamber Council, Lumberjacks, Wood Brothers, Quality Auto and Equipment, First Bank, ASA Engineering, Smoothie King, Complete Recycling and Demolition, Sons of the American Legion, East Ridge Soccer Club. We had also 6 amazing goods and service donations. So we had from Malone's, Action Church, Coca-Cola, WWRD Concessions, Champies, and Buddy's Barbecue by preparing the turkeys. The community Thanksgiving served more than 550 meals. That's 100 more than last year. So it's getting bigger, it's getting better, and we're making an impact. And it's all due to our local supporters and volunteers. So cannot speak enough about that great event. Don't want to put either one on the spot, but is there anything that Hannah or Shauna, would you like to say as well?
Bless you.
Bless you.
I wanted to take a minute. I really only helped Hannah secure a few of the donations. Hannah literally boots to the ground, door knocking, worked tirelessly on that. Our fall festival this year for us, since we have her community center construction and the venue, but she coordinated all the volunteers that day. She was the one doing the orders. She was the one setting up. Our guys helped a little bit, but she was the bread and butter of that whole event, and really made me proud. So I can't thank her enough for her service that she gives us and me as a boss and our Parks and Rec department. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Cameron was down there helping. We had different departments down there all different days helping, but Cameron came down there with us too. He's usually a part of everything we do with our fall festival and our Thanksgiving. So I can't thank Cameron enough either. We kind of like a little team down here working on stuff, but Hannah worked hard on that. So I appreciate your acknowledgement for her.
Thank you.
You want to say anything? I don't want to make you cry. I'm already emotional. It's not.
Yeah, but thanks everyone for everything. It was an amazing event. Keeping up with that theme, this is the first year, to my knowledge, but on December the 4th, the Forgotten Child Fund Coats for Kid Drive was occurred in Camp Jordan. East Ridge was honored, and we were excited to host this. It was an incredible success because of the incredible community we live in. We're so thankful for every person who donated, volunteered, and shared the event and stopped by to show support. partnership with the Forgotten Child Fund and the support of the Channel 9 News, this year's drive collected over 2,600 coats and more than $41,000 in donations, which will go toward helping children in our region to stay warm this winter. You know, the coat drive is very critical. It meets, critical needs for children to provide them with warm clothing. It also brings together our local partners, volunteers, and donors, just like we did with the Family Thanksgiving. And it reflects who we are as a community and our compassion and support that we have. So we want to thank everyone for that, and it was a great impact, and Eastridge was a big part of that, and we should all be proud for that. Yes, ma'am.
So this was our first time as a Parks and Rec. When I was called, it was News Channel 9 looking for a location because Hamilton Place was under construction. We'd worked with Guns and Hoses, and Robert Beatty is on that board, so it made sense. They came out, they looked at the venue, we made it work. 2 days after the event, I got a phone call. They've already booked for next year. They said it was the best service they'd ever had. It was the best turnout they'd had. So next year we'll actually kind of be a little bit more hands-on with them to help with some different things within the community with them. But yes, we're already set for next year. They have the date booked. I'll send that over to y'all. But it was a joy to watch. It was, watching the helicopter come in. We had fighter jets that day coming by, and just the people from 7 to 7 stopping. But it was my first time just kind of seeing that. Because I usually won't go to Hamilton Place during that traffic, but just the gratitude they had for us. And I appreciated it because, my guys were over there every 30 minutes just checking, making sure that they were good because we wanted to make sure they had what they needed because it was the first time event. But, yeah, they're set to come back next year.
That's great. Like everything we going above, and it is recognized, and now it is expressed by them wanting to come back and return. So it's awesome. Then just to update, we had a legislative meeting actually on Monday the 8th. This is where we annually meet with our council members, meet with our state representative Esther Helton Haynes and Senator Gardenhire. It's where in the meeting we actually discussed proposed 2026 legislative bills and our positions on that and our thoughts. So it was a good meeting. Also participating was City Manager Miller and City Attorney Litchford, along with both our police and fire chief, Usselton and Williams, and several from administrative staff who's actually done a beautiful decoration for the event. And then upcoming, I always have to talk about the library. There's so many things going. So they're having breakfast with Santa on Saturday, December the 13th. Bring the kiddos for a magical morning with Santa between 10 and 12. You can expect to enjoy a meet and greet with Santa, a hot chocolate bar, donuts, muffins, and plenty of holiday photo moments. If the event is free, but registration is encouraged so staff can prepare. Recycle Arts with Rachel is also Saturday the 13th after the Santa event from 12 to 2. Drop in. To drop-in event, come make your own decor or gifts. There's no limit to your creativity. And then also with Rachel's Watercolor Rachel on Monday the 15th from 5:30 to 7, where you can grab friends to paint, snack, Christmas, there'll be vibe to Christmas music, rock your ugly sweater for a chance to win a prize. Registration is free, but they do request you to register. Then Felt Ornaments with Rebecca's Thursday the 18th from 3 to 4. The class you'll learn simple hand stitch and applique techniques to embellish, trees with buttons or beads and embroider a touch of sparkle. All materials are provided. No sewing experience is needed. Open to kids and adults. Registration is free as well. And then Middle School Book Club is Thursday the 18th from 3:30 to 4 to meet. It meets on the third Thursday of the month. And I believe the book of the month is Everything Sad is Untrue by Nathan DeVore. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Okay. Ages 10 and up. And for all those, please call 423-867-7323 to register. And then we have an event, I may steal a little bit of yours, but on the 24th, we're going to have a grand opening for our Venue 1921. City Manager Miller will talk about that January 24th. He'll talk about that in a second. But also coinciding with that date, there's something I've been wanting to do, and is actually to recognize the mayors and the leaders in the city since the inception of the city. So we are going to have a special event during that same day. We've got something special we're going to then present and put up as a memorial in honor of the mayors, and allow continued additions to that. So it's going to be a nice event. We're reaching out, trying to reach everyone that's associated with the past mayor, living or past, and their families more than welcome to come and attend this. So more information coming, but I wanted to start getting that out. I know we've been sending some emails and trying to make some communication. And I'm hurrying. And then I also like to keep Vice Mayor Tyler's family in your thoughts and prayers. He lost a father here recently, so our thoughts and prayers are with you and with your family.
Thank you, Mayor.
And I'll close with wishing everyone else also a very Merry Christmas. And I'll hand it over to the City Manager, Miller.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Couple items. Venue 1921 at East Ridge, a certificate of occupancy was issued yesterday. The certificate of substantial completion was issued and signed off today. So we are basically officially not necessarily fully completed with it. We still have some furnishings that are ongoing, some touch-up. We are open for business January 1st to the public. So Tara Viland is the event manager, and anybody who needs or wants to reserve rooms over there or for a special event of any type, feel free to give her a call. You can call her at City Hall and we'll connect you. The next project we've been working on for the past couple of years has been the widening of North Mac Smith Road. That is just about completed. The paving, the striping, the traffic signals have all been completed. The only thing we need to fulfill is the erection or installation of the pedestrian poles at North Mac Smith and Ringgold. So that project is just about done. It's been a long haul on that one, but it's finally finished. Update on the community center addition. If you drive on the roadway behind the community center and in front of the Bryan School, you will note that there's a steel expansion for the community center out the rear. That's to accommodate our basketball court dimensions so that we can now have tournaments there. The erection and reinforcement of the steel structure is completed at this time. We're looking at the metal building coming in the next several weeks, probably the beginning of the year for erection. The concrete block walls that'll be spanning 8 feet are being laid at the present time, and it should be done early next week, provided we have some sunshine out there. The kitchen is complete. We do need the appliances, sinks and storage cabinets, installation of that. Our senior room is just about complete. The 2 bathrooms in the senior room are just about complete, and the sprinkler system is complete for the whole entire facility. Please recall that this part of this project is under an LPRF grant in the amount of $600,000 that we are going to receive from the state of Tennessee. And that's, go one more. Fire department received a new fire pumper. That came in about a week ago. Since that's come in, we are putting on all the additions that we need to add to it, all the equipment and apparatus and so forth, which will take a while. We would like to showcase the new engine to the city council at the January 8th city council meeting. So beforehand, we walk in and start a meeting at 6 o'clock. We'll have the truck out on the side, on the north side of City Hall for you to take a look at it. The dedication of the new engine and what we call is pushing it into the bay, that will happen on Friday, January 9th at 10 a.m. And we'll have this advertised on our website. So if anyone wants to attend, feel free to do so. And you covered the grand opening for the Venue 1921 at East Ridge. So that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. All right, we'll move to old business. So it'll be ordinance number 1238.
An ordinance of the East Ridge City Council to amend the fiscal year 2026 operating budget, ordinance number 1226, by changing the revenues and expenditures of various funds.
Thank you, sir.
There
Ms.
are no
Clausen?
changes.
No changes?
No changes.
All right. Council will entertain a motion for ordinance number 1238.
I make a motion to approve ordinance number 1238.
Second.
A motion to approve by Councilmember Witt and a second by Vice Mayor Tyler. Do you have any discussion? I see none. Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Ordinance number 1238 pass second and final reading. We'll move to item B, discussion of draft ordinance for mobile food vending. Mr. Al, I heard that sigh.
Yeah, I'll keep this short and sweet because I feel like we're going to have a lot of discussion on this. So the final draft of the mobile food, the draft ordinance for the mobile food ordinance is presented to this evening at the City Council for consideration. If accepted, the ordinance will be forwarded to the Planning Commission for review and recommendation. Staff did look at this once again, and I would like to point out just a few things on there, and I think Mr. Miller could possibly agree with this as well. Staff would like to address a few items within the ordinance, including section 911, allows the permanent use of mobile food vehicles on privately owned property. Limiting mobile food vehicles to operate only within an approved overlay district would greatly simplify this ordinance, as the overlay boundary itself would help to manage compatibility. Additionally, several previous ordinances adopted by the council are aimed at enhancing the aesthetics of businesses along the Ringo Road corridor. This, combined with the facade grant, facilitates improvements of existing structures. Section 91107, item 13 of the ordinance outlines the standards for the appearance of food trucks. Additional exterior requirements may be warranted based on the current standards in place. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have a couple
City Manager,
concerns.
you have, okay, because you had previously sent a memo
Yeah,
out.
I sent a memo out to the council yesterday in regard to some of the concerns I have. Regarding the permanent staging of a mobile food truck, that provision can conceivably result in the location of mobile food trucks along the full length of Ringgold Road, which is 4.5 miles from Georgia Line to the tunnels, Bachman Tunnels, provided that they are a minimum distance of 200 feet from an existing restaurant or another operating mobile food truck. So I've toured this over the past couple days, that whole area, and we could conceivably have individuals that come in that own the property, that want to have a food truck there, sign off on it, and we've got a permanent food truck there that meets the requirements of the minimum distance of 200 feet from an existing restaurant or other operating food truck. Doesn't give the city council control over how many food trucks you're going to have on Ringgold Road. You're opening it up permanently anywhere. So my suggestion would be to designate additional overlay districts. Right now we have 2. Possibly a third one would be the stadium area where the Chattanooga Red Wolves play, and any other area along Ringgold Road that you would designate as a overlay district. You can do so, and it gives you that control of how many we have on Ringgold Road. The other one that was touched on by Mike Howell was the architectural design standards. And we have architectural design standards that apply to all new construction and renovations of existing structures. So should not the mobile food trucks become permanently staged on a privately owned area, should they not have to meet the architectural design standards as new buildings do? Colors is mentioned in there. I've been around Chattanooga, down at their food trucks, and also unincorporated Hamilton County, out towards McDonald Farms. I was out there a couple of weeks ago, and I've seen some very hideous colors. As yellow, orange, red, blue, et cetera, all mixed together. It's almost like a carnival atmosphere. And I don't know if that's what we want to see perpetuate on Ringgold Road. Just a notation there. Some of the other concerns I have, or clarifications needed. We talk about the restroom facilities within 400 some feet. Are we going to allow porta potties? We don't have no porta potties allowed in the text here. So if it's not prohibited, you're gonna see porta potties. Because if they're there for more than 3 hours, they have to have access to restroom facilities. So my recommendations is, if you want porta potties there, leave it alone. If you don't want porta potties there, that has to be prohibited. Seating of tables, there's a section in here about the seating of tables will remain permanent. Well, that's fine and dandy until we hit a storm with a lot of wind. What happens when all these tables and chairs are blown out into the Ringgold Road? I only bring that up because our street department, I've had to call out on certain various occasions over the past several years. When we have a heavy storm coming through and it's the day of trash pickup, we're picking receptacles up in the lanes of Ringgold Road and putting them back. And then lastly, some clarification is going to be needed. We have, when you look at the mobile food trucks, we allow them now to be permanently staged. We also allow them for a special event. What about a food truck that just wants to set up shop for a weekend here or there? We don't mention that in the text of this legislation, of this ordinance. It only calls for permanent stage or special event. So that has to be covered somewhere in the text of this ordinance. I've talked to Michael about it, and apparently that is not mentioned, so we need to cover that one also. That's our comments.
Yes, sir.
So, I won't say a whole lot because I probably can't, but I do have several other things too after reading this. Would it not be possible and even better if we have a meeting after this, not today, but to get together and put it on the sign for people that it really,
A special call meeting?
yes,
Or maybe a workshop.
to come here and try to get something closer to what we need and agree to before it comes here for a vote. Instead of sitting up here for hours at a time. 'Cause
Yeah.
I might not like something, you
I-
like it, and let's get it hashed
know.
out.
Remember, this has to go before the planning commission.
Yeah, and if change is made, it has to go right back again, so.
Yeah.
Would it not be
If-
better to do it that way?
Yeah, well, I'm totally good with that.
Yeah.
And I would encourage our planning commission members to be there as well.
Okay.
Because it's gonna be coming to them
Right.
Good idea.
or thereafter.
Mike, we can make sure that planning commission members get a copy of this,
Absolutely.
and we can, in the next couple days, so they can let them know what we're contemplating to get them up to speed prior to the meeting.
Other discussions?
No, I would love to have that.
Okay. All right.
This was a very challenging one.
Mhm.
Mr. Howell and I had, how many versions we worked through?
Quite a few.
Quite a few. We're
Yes.
trying to pull from this started in February, I think, this year?
We're on there.
Yeah, it did.
I would really like that way I can pull the ideas, I can make, recommendations based upon what I see from other, municipalities, what's worked, but I agree with everything I've heard, there is not really what I've written down as a tweener. You either got the permanent or you got the special event, or city hosted, event. But one that, if there's a interest in having someone or to allow someone who operates every weekend that wants to have something up on weekends that this body wants to have, we need to put that in there.
If we can work about getting something set up, we want to try to do this before Christmas or after the new year?
After the new year.
Yeah, I'd like to shoot for January if possible.
I would like to do it while Mr. Miller's here.
Well, I understand what you're saying, but I think that, let's put it this way. We have, to the point, come down to top candidates that the selection committee is going to have Zoom interviews next week. And we've got some due diligence to do after that. We'd like to set up interviews with the city council sometime the week of January 12th. So that'll be a special meeting. That will be, we haven't got the logistics worked out on that yet. However, I think the new city manager who you select, him or her, should be involved in this, because they're the ones that are gonna be here administering it, not me.
And you'll be here
February and
anyway
March,
because it'll be open.
February and March, I'm heading south. I'm heading south to Florida for a while, before it gets too hot. I just bring that up. You're gonna have a big meeting in January right now with your interview process. And the interview process I'm looking at is the one-on-ones with the council and then the overall public interview. I don't think you want to have it in the next 2 weeks, or maybe you probably have it next week, or the last 2 weeks of the month are always dead. They're pretty much family oriented, the last 2 weeks. And the mayor, I know, is out the first week in January. He'll be here for the 8th and the 9th and the 10th. And then hopefully have interviews with city managers on the 12th or 13th or 14th. So I'm just throwing out what's on the horizon.
Yeah, next week is probably the only week we might could do it but I don't think anybody wanted to before Christmas, but, you know, I know there's things going on the 16th, 17th, 18th. I don't know if Monday's too quick, the 15th, or we're gonna then have to shoot to probably the second week of January.
I can't do it the 16th.
What about the 15th? Monday?
15th of December.
Yeah. I mean, we got all these interviews that's coming up in January. And we can wait and do it in January, it's just,
You could do it in January. I'm just saying, with the priority, your city manager position interviews, I think take precedent over the mobile
Okay.
food trucks.
so you wanna shoot for the second week of January? I know there's a beer board meeting on and the zoning appeals if we have that. I'm not sure if we have that.
Are we doing it in the daytime or because you've got the planning commission meeting?
Daytime or evening? So we can at least get, I'm not trying to set the date yet, just trying to determine a week and day or evening.
I can do anytime.
I can do any time.
6 o'clock council meeting time.
6 o'clock?
That way if the public wants to come, okay.
What date?
I didn't say a date, I just said the time.
6 o'clock,
6
yeah.
o'clock ordinarily,
Yeah,
council
yeah,
meeting time.
you're right.
Okay, we'll shoot for a 6 on that week.
Which
We've got, see, the zoning appeals. I don't know if we've got the zoning appeals. That's on the 12th, so that'll conflict with the 6
What's
o'clock.
on Thursday?
I don't see anything the 15th.
Good.
When are
think
we
the
doing the
next-
city manager interviews?
It's true.
I'm just saying,
Because we kind of talked about the 15th for that, didn't we?
we talked about that week.
We really need to get those done that week so we can make a decision on the 22nd.
I would like to have it on the 12th or the 13th because that gives me a week and 2 days to talk to the individual to negotiate a contract as to what kind of salary they're looking at, how much time they need to give. Is it 1, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months before they can take you know, the position. Some of them are under contracts. Most of the contracts I've had over the years have been 1 month notification. I had 2 cities that had 60 days. What I'm saying is if we can interview, that would give me enough time and HR enough time to do some more rigorous background investigation. Any questions that we have come up at the interviews that you want to, additional information on. And hopefully we could have an appointment made at the 22nd meeting of January.
Then do we want to look at maybe the week of the 19th, the 20th or 21st?
Either one of them's good too.
19th or 20th?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah, Martin Luther, so that's
I
the
forgot that
20th or
one.
the 21st.
20th works perfect for me.
20th.
20th?
Yes.
Close at 6 o'clock.
20th at 6?
That's court, isn't it?
Ah, court.
Shoot, that's right, it's court.
Well, yeah, so say we could have it somewhere else, but
Council meeting that week.
we do, so that would have to be Wednesday. I don't know if that impacts people with church.
What about January the 9th on a Friday?
So that was my other date. That works really well.
Friday at 6 is not a good time.
Oh, that's true.
It's a weekend.
Let's find an open Thursday at 6 o'clock. Some open Thursday.
Thursday what?
Some open Thursday at 6 o'clock, whatever date.
That'd be the 29th, wouldn't it? Because the 1st is New Year's. The
First
8th
is New Year's, 8th is City Council, the 15th is open.
Well, yeah, but you're saying we're gonna do interviews maybe, so, that week.
I'd like to have the interviews the 12th or the 13th to give myself,
Okay.
when you interview the candidates, you may have some questions, and those questions have to be vetted.
Okay,
So why don't we
That
plan,
gives me
Well-
and staff time for the 22nd.
plan for the 15th then, if we're gonna do the interviews on the 12th and 13th?
Yeah, how we can do this on the 15th,
Okay.
do the mobile food vending on the 15th
I'm good with it.
at 6.
15th at 6?
Yeah.
Are there a special limit that we have to post a
That was my next question.
Oh, yeah, but that's
call
just,
meeting?
yeah, that's just like, what,
Okay, what's the question about?
Are there a special?
is it 24, 48 hour, what is the,
It's the same, it's 48 hours.
48 hours?
Okay.
Yeah, 48 hours,
Yeah,
2 days.
Okay.
It just has to be, and it's just specific to the nature of what the meeting is being
Okay.
called for.
So we're looking at January 15th,
6 o'clock.
6 p.m. That does not mean you cannot go ahead and start reviewing this and providing feedback, right?
Correct.
Because one of the things you mentioned was the porta toilets, but then I'm looking at 91107 12, and it says that they shall provide flushable restroom facilities.
Right.
So that would cover
That'll
Do
that.
away
Don't
with
have to worry about the porta potty.
That's the question I had, just to make sure flushable.
excuse me.
And then I'm trying to pick up where we're talking about this permanently staged, because I thought also it talks about number of permits per calendar year on a single property.
Yes.
And I thought we were talking about 3-day limit. We were talking about a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so,
That's a special.
Special.
That's a special. That's defined under definitions.
okay,
We're covered there.
okay. All right, well, we'll take it offline and provide feedback, and we'll have a special call meeting January 15th, 6 p.m.
You want to set a meeting for the city manager? Or hold off on that?
I'm sorry?
You want to set a meeting for the city manager interviews or hold off on that?
Oh, I mean, are y'all good with that week as well for this, for the, city manager, that would be the 12th, 13th, and 14th. There's a housing commission on the 14th.
So it'd be 12th or 13th.
So what time are we doing those?
Well, the 12th, there's a beer board and the zoning appeals, if there is anything.
I believe we got an application in for that one, but I don't know if we have the time allowed to schedule it for that, so it probably might be go to January for that zoning board's appeals.
You think we will have something?
I don't believe we will.
You
We
don't think
have an
so? Okay.
advertisement period on it, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know. It's hard to say. You don't have anything for beer board yet,
Not currently.
so I think the 12th and the 13th could be for the interviews.
So what time will we do those interviews? I have a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, court's the 13th,
Yep.
so that's gonna be out.
Yep, thank you.
So 12th is it. I'm envisioning and
Bless
really
you.
strongly recommending that we have one-on-one interviews. If we bring in 5 candidates, I want each one of you to have the opportunity to sit down in a room and talk. And then at 6 o'clock, we can have the public interview, where the public would be involved in the process. So I would say probably starting at 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'll change my 1:30 doctor.
For the one-on-ones, and then have
Yes,
the
for the one-on-ones.
special called
Special
6
call
p.m.
meeting at 6. Yes,
I can change my doctor's appointment.
that would be great. That
That'd
work
be-
for us?
That'd be my going away gift to you.
I'm sorry?
Changing my doctor's appointment, my going away.
I'll give you an excuse.
There
I'll
you
give
go.
you a written.
What date is that?
Monday.
Monday the 12th. 6 p.m. for special called council meeting, but we'll do individual one-on-ones earlier that day.
Yeah, I'll make arrangements with you individually on that.
That's fine. I just checked with my secretary.
Your event coordinator?
You're event coordinator. All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll move to,
Mr. Mayor,
yes, sir.
I got 1 or 2 questions before this truck meeting thing. Did we clarify the difference between beer and alcohol?
Well, he asked me about that, and what I told him is what we can do is go back and clarify and put it in there. just to
Okay.
Remove all doubt,
Okay,
put alcohol and beer.
all right. And there's one other thing.
Yes, sir.
A covered table, chairs. Okay, and it says here none. So are they gonna be allowed to put up canopies as a covered table? Covered,
Well, that's what,
that's something we gotta discuss.
It might say none on that, but then if you read on further, it says putting up umbrellas, so it's a cover. So that's something that has to be ironed out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've got a safety thing, factor. Okay, in here it says we're gonna space these trucks 10 foot apart, 5 foot apart, if they could be spaced 5 foot apart. Okay, say we got a nice truck that's got all of his, propane and stuff built in his truck. Say then we've got not such a nice truck. It's got all of his propane hoses lined up outside of his truck on the ground. So those trucks like that are a safety hazard with the propane being exposed like that next to another truck with a burner going, and anybody can knock over the exposed ones outside that are 5 foot between the 2 trailers. And I see I cut something on
Yeah,
my
so the
agenda.
fire marshal had an issue
Under-
with that one as well, so that's gonna be switched to 10 feet.
Okay.
Under section
Okay.
11C.
Okay.
Yeah, under section 11C, it's, subject to the inspection by the Eastridge Fire Marshal and or its designated.
Right, the 5's called out in 9/11/07/9.
9, it says.
Yeah, it says 5 feet, so
Yeah.
that'll go to
So
10.
that's the reason why I want to get that clarified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Anything else, sir?
No, sir.
Anyone else before we move on? All right, we'll go to new business. Item A, resolution number 3767.
a resolution of the Eastridge City Council authorizing the release of the city's right of reverter related to real property conveyed to Eastridge General Hospital, Inc.
Thank you, sir.
I can.
Mr. Lucifer.
All right. This has a little historical information to it. And back in 1971, the city of East Ridge owned certain tracts of property located near the Peck Drive, John Arnold, and Gaston Road. I have looked at the deed of 1971. In fact, I've got it pulled up right here. And it is, the legal calls on it are a little challenging to understand, but I think I can at least say that it consisted of several properties, of which where the general hospital, the Park Ridge Hospital and/or the medical offices are located. And at the time of the conveyance in 1971 from the city of East Ridge to the hospital, General Hospital, there was a right of reverter provided in that language that said if a hospital or medical offices are not constructed with a certain period of time, then the property shall revert back to the city of East Ridge. I do not know when the hospital was built or when the medical offices were built, but I think it's fair to say they are there. There's hospitals there. And during this time period, there was a portion of property that is since been transferred several times, as well as rezoned by this council, that allowed for the development of apartments on the area that is in subject here tonight. At some point or another, how this got missed, I don't know, but it looks like a title company has picked up on the fact that there's still a reverter existing out there. It's unlikely it's enforceable, given the fact that the condition of that reverter has been satisfied, which was the construction of a hospital and medical offices. Nevertheless, lenders do not like encumbrances on title of property. They want them to be simple with good marketable title. And in this case, it's not completely unencumbered because the existence of the reverter exists out there. And so the lender and the title company have requested that the city just execute a release of that right of reverter to clear up any potential encumbrances, perceived or otherwise, and that's what the purpose of the request is here tonight. My review of it is this property has transferred several times. The city has, in fact, rezoned it to allow for the construction. And the satisfaction of the condition relative to the reverter has been satisfied, which was the construction of the medical facilities. And so that's what you're here tonight. If it's approved, it would just simply release that reverter and allow the property to be clear of that encumbrance.
One question. Are we reverting this back to the hospital, or are we reverting this back to the contractors
So,
that's building the condos?
right. Neither. It's just
Release.
It's a release. We are the only ones that
So
hold
we're
that
releasing it
right
back
of
to the hospital.
It's releasing the reverter
It's basically just
on the deed.
another term instead of releasing it is just we're eliminating that condition. Is all we're doing. It's a condition that existed in 1971 when the city conveyed it to the general hospital. All the city is doing is saying, hey, to the extent that that right of reverter, which was only held by the city and has always been held by the city, to the extent that that right of reverter still is enforceable, they're just requesting that the city release its entitlement to that right of reverter. That's all they're asking. It won't exist, and we're not releasing it. But I guess if you want to say we're giving that right, no, I can't say we're releasing it back to the developer because the right of reverter relates to a hospital and medical facilities. They've been built.
So it's eliminating that restriction. Not really a restriction.
It's eliminating that right, that entitlement of that right of reverter that
because
bluntly,
it's been
rendered
met.
moot.
It
Yes.
actually became null and void when they built the building on the land, basically.
I
We
mean, when
just
the
never-
hospital.
When they met the conditions. When they met the conditions.
I mean, when the hospitals and facilities were built, that right of reverter is essentially moot. Nevertheless, lenders and title companies like clean title, where there is absolutely no question as to any encumbrances. And so that's why the request was made
So
by
the-
the title company.
So the ideal thing is the city should have removed that reverter after the completion of the medical buildings and the.
It should have, yeah.
Okay,
If you
instead
really
of,
wanted to clean it up,
instead
you
of
should
rolling
have
to
done
2025 for us.
40 years ago.
Right, okay. All right, we got some questions in before we got a motion and a second, but that's okay. I'll entertain a motion, resolution number 3767.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 3767.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilmember Witt and a second by Vice Mayor Tyler to approve the resolution 3767 to remove the reverter. I want to make sure that's clear. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Any discussion?
So do we still maintain the 40-foot street easements for the sewer and all? That's all?
Yes, all that
We
is.
still maintain
is
that?
Not impacted by this.
Okay.
But we've done give up that 40-foot for the street and the sewer.
Yeah, I don't, there may have been prior actions with those.
Well, we
done that in
abandoned
the
PAC.
last year.
We abandoned PAC.
Yeah, so to the extent that they haven't otherwise, let me say it this way, if they have not otherwise been abandoned previously, tonight's action would not impact any other conditions on that property. There's just the right of reverter. I'm not aware or don't recall what other abandonments or things that have happened over the years.
Yeah,
I
we
do
had
remember
a
that,
sliver of PAC that we abandoned.
I remember that now, a year or so ago, yeah.
Well, we abandoned Peck from Spring Creek Road all the way back out to the front of the Galen building, first time. Then this last time, we abandoned Peck from there around to Graston because of those condos being built into Peck.
Yes.
And that's been within the last 18 months, or might be 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it brought in front of us about the condos.
Sometime between that now and 2023.
Well, there've been 2 abandonments there.
Right.
Really, there've been 3 because Peck used to go all the way back to Yale Street at one time.
Yes.
Awesome. Any other discussion? All right, roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes,
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Resolution number 3767 approved. We'll move to item B, resolution number 3768.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council authorizing the city manager to approve a change order request in the amount of $41,532 for the community center expansion project.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Cos.
Yes, Mayor and Council. After walking the community center for the past few weeks, we've been looking at different options within it that we wanted to bring to council to try to continue some of the upgrades in the other parts of the buildings. So the purpose of this memo was to request approval for additional funding to cover a change order for the East Ridge Community Center. This change order is necessary for the flooring and the restroom fixture upgrades that were not included in the original scope. So the scope of work that we're looking to add in, not to the LPRF grant, but in to what is going on in the community center now, would be our lobby, our concession area, our classroom, and then we would look to upgrade our men and women's restrooms with new flooring and cove base, and then also doing new urinals, tile with those, add wall tile behind the urinals in the men's restroom, replace all toilets and urinals in both restrooms. No existing partitions we're going to remove. We're going to remove those. We're going to do the painting through the center and everything. So the cost summary for that total change order would be $41,532,000. I included a map from when we've done our walkthroughs every week. It tells you, it shows you the classroom area there, the small room, the lobby area, both of the bathrooms, and then the concession area. It's, at the end of the day, it's walking into our community center that we're spending the money on our multi-purpose room, our gym, and then you're walking into green and white old tile. And when we started this project, we did tell council we would try to come back and ask for some other upgrades as we move this project along, because I want to be able to walk into this building and it be another building that we've been able to upgrade, make us all proud, and, sorry, I got choked on my peppermint. and, you know, us make those changes as we see fit and just the aesthetics of the building. So that's why I'm here tonight, which is to request again $41,532,000 to continue the enhancements inside our community center that is used, as we already know, when it reopens 7 days a week to our public, our seniors, our officials, our neighbors, and everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to add something on this too. We spend a lot of money on the on the basketball courts and the kitchen, the restrooms off of the senior room. It's absolutely beautiful back there.
Yes, it is.
But when you walk through, you're going to see gritty tile that goes back to the 50s and 60s. It's scuffed up. There's no way in heck that we could ever bring that tile back to a livable life. It's old, antiquated. When I walked through that past couple weeks on our visits, we look at that and said, this just doesn't make sense. Walking into the old section and then you come into the brand new, beautiful booking session. We have an opportunity to get this done now for $41,000. If we wait, say we're not gonna do it, put it off till a year or 2 years, we'll be working on other projects at that time. So now's the time we can get it done with a contractor out there, upgrade everything inside that community center that's gonna look not new. We're not talking about the walls and the ceilings. We're gonna do that with our own people.
Yes.
We're gonna paint the doors, we're gonna paint the walls, we can do that with our own people. But to do the tile work and to upgrade the bathrooms and to make this building look new when you walk in and what we can be proud of, it's gonna cost us $41,000 more.
With that being said, I motion to approve resolution number 3768.
And I second it as a member of the senior class of Corina.
You had me when you said I'm requesting approval.
Yes.
Discussion?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Have they checked the senior room? Mr. Miller brought up the senior room.
Yeah.
I know there's a crack all the way across it where the tile is doing this. So is the concrete gonna have to be ground leveled and?
No.
That was the multi-purpose room.
That was the
That's the one that's been retiled. That was a part of the original LPR project. That room is completely
That's
retiled
Where the occupants
except to the
meet-
gym
where the
door.
occupants meets?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
It's all been retiled.
Yep.
That's all been
retiled,
retiled.
taken care
The
of.
bathrooms have been completely reworked
Yes.
That room.
in both of those two.
Yep.
There's
Both bathrooms in that room.
two bathrooms off the side, and the kitchen has been completely done. So,
But yes, what you saw on which was the senior room, is now our multi-purpose. When you walk into the front doors, those same cracks are in our lobby. They're in our small room classroom, and then our bathroom tiles. I think those went in when the center went in, and again, condensation. You're slipping, you're falling. The tile that we now have in the multi-purpose room will continue through the rest of the building, except for our large room, because that flooring was already newer. So we will keep that for now because it is more of an upgraded room. But we are, again, as soon as we finish with Venue 1921, getting it set up, I have my crew from Parks and Rec will start to transition into Community Center with sanding, priming, painting, doing a lot of the stuff that we can once we're able to move around in the center a little bit more.
I just wondering about the crack of the leveling.
It's gone.
Awesome. Any other discussion?
I just hope we get better bidding projects next year. Seems like we come back 4 to 5 times, spending a lot of money. If we just do it all at one time, it wouldn't feel so bad at all.
Well, I think this one was left out intentionally.
It was.
And after we see the amazing look of what's being newly built, we think, well,
Our
we
main
need to.
goal with the LPRF grant at first, Councilmember Ezel, you weren't here at the time, I apologize.
Jim?
Was the gym. When I started with the city 18 years ago, my main goal was to have that gym done. So this is my dream coming true because we're getting it done because we played basketball. Your daughters played there. Your grandchildren have played there. that gym was never built to spec, so we played rec ball in there on a rubberized floor that was almost 30 foot too short. I never understood that, but hey, we made it work. We grew our programs. And then now again, when we first went after this grant, we were being a little bit more conservative at that time, you know, not trying to come to council and ask for a lot of money. Again, that's my fault. I apologize. But with that, when we literally 3 weeks ago, we did our tour of the center. We walked in the multi-purpose room, and I was like, then we walked back over here, and I'm like, and he did the same thing about the same time Mr. Miller did. We looked at each other, and I said, can I ask for prices, please? Just because I want that building to look the best we can. So yes, I do apologize. That was not our
We
initial
should have
thing. It was the
considered it.
gym.
To your
We were
point, we
going
should have
after the
considered
gym.
the whole thing,
So,
but
I'm not
I know. I'm just letting you know
downing
a little bit of the history.
extra here, but
Yeah.
when you go back and you add the $250,000
Yeah.
worth of trusses and everything else,
well,
start getting into a lot of
that
issues.
was architectural issue,
That's right, but,
That's,
an oversight, an error.
you're right on
Yes.
that one.
so that's all this is
No,
about.
you're 100% right, sir.
All right, any other discussion? Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Azell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Resolution number 3768 approved. We'll move to item C, resolution number 3769.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council authorizing the return of unexpended funds from the fiscal year 2025 School Resource Officer Grant to the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Thank you, sir. Mr. McAllister.
Yes, Mayor and Council, this is for fiscal year 25. It's the SRO grant program that's funded by the state of Tennessee. In fiscal year 25, we received $300,000 for 4 SRO positions placed at the local schools, or local public schools here in the city limits. And after submitting all of our final numbers and reporting for fiscal year 25, it was noted that the city had a remaining balance of $14,000 due to one of the SROs not participating in the benefits program here. So they have asked that we remittance the $14,000 back to the state. This does not affect the fiscal year 26 grant or any other grant cycle moving forward. We just have to return the funds, reapply, and it's approved. So we're requesting formal authorization to return those funds, and I've been working with our finance department to make sure that this will not impact the current fiscal year's fund balance. It was marked as a accounts payable for this current budget.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Council, I entertain a motion for resolution number 3769.
Make a motion to approve resolution 3769.
Second.
We have a motion to approve by Vice Mayor Tyler and a second by Councilmember Witt. Do we have any discussion? See none. Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Azell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Resolution number 3769 approved. We'll move to item D, resolution number 3770.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council accepting the Step 1 Teacher Garden Grant awarded to the city by the Hamilton County Health Department.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Weaver.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The library was notified that we were awarded $1,000 from the Step 1 Hamilton County Health Department Teaching Garden Grant and is requesting approval to accept the award to use toward our teaching garden projects.
Thank you, ma'am. Council, I'll entertain a motion for resolution number 3770.
Make a motion to accept resolution number 3770.
Second.
We have a motion approved by Councilmember Ezell and a second by Vice Mayor Tyler. Do we have any discussion? See none. Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Azell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Resolution number 3770 approved. We'll move to item E, resolution number 3771.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council authorizing the purchase and installation of 3 replacement servers for the city's information technology infrastructure.
Good evening.
Thanks, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Good evening. At this time, we are requesting council approve the replacement of 3 aged IT servers at a cost of $55,688. This cost includes not only the 3 servers, but also the new licensing for the virtualization platform to operate the servers, the installation of all the systems, the components, configuration, full migration from the old servers, labor, training. And you have a full detailed bit on that, I believe.
Thank you, ma'am. Council will entertain a motion for resolution number 3771.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 3771.
Second.
A motion approved by Councilmember Witt and a second by Vice Mayor Tyler. Do we have any discussion?
Is this gonna be a regular, so many years we're doing this? Is that what this is?
The cost for the software, which is approximately, right now it's $4,600 per year, will be recurring. That is per year. So, but the servers, the new servers, as in all servers, should last 7 to 10 years.
Okay.
Any other questions? Seeing none, roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes, resolution number 3771 approved. We'll move to item F, resolution number 3772.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council approving a bid for the 2026 seasonal recreation uniforms.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Giles.
Yes, Mayor and Council. On December 3rd, the East Ridge Parks and Rec Department conducted a bid opening for the athletic uniforms for the 2026 recreational sports season. In the past, I've done seasonals, but with the prices going up that we've experienced as a city in a whole, I chose to go ahead and do a bid for the year that would cover us for the next year to try to keep our prices lower. We had 4 bids come in. We had Go Sports USA at $50,425. J.O.R. LLC, they were out of New York, that was $113,000. BSN actually submitted 2, but they were duplicates. But they didn't include the cheer uniforms. And then the 4th was Crown Sports at $60,100. After reviewing the submissions and conducting reference checks, because again, 2 of the companies I've never heard of, I've never worked with, I am asking to go with Crown Sports, even though they were not the lowest, they were the second lowest. When I called other Parks and Recs, and now again, these are true Parks and Recs, these are our neighbors that once we became one, you had some Georgia people, you have a couple of other Tennessee people that now have their own departments. And I called and I was like, have you ever worked with either one of these companies? And for instance, unfortunately, with Go Sports USA, 3 different departments in the Georgia area that I work with very closely told me that the company did not meet the 2-week turnaround. They got uniforms 6 weeks into the season. They were not correct. They also came with that company's big logo on their uniforms without permission. Again, things were still not right. So I understand that Crown is a few $1,000s more, but Crown Sports over the past 7 to 8 years that I have used them is always on time. We don't have any billing problems, and they deliver. So I'm asking council's approval to allow me, again, for the next year to use Crown Sports for our athletic needs within the park. For all of our rec sports, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Council will entertain a motion for resolution number 3772.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 3772.
And that is for the Crown Sports.
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to confirm. All right, so I've got a motion by by Councilmember Witt and a second by Councilmember Ezell. Do you have any discussion? See none. Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes, resolution number 3772 approved. We'll move to item G, resolution number 3773.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council memorializing an appointment by Councilmember Ezell to the East Ridge Beer Board.
Thank you, sir.
I would
Councilmember
like
Ezell.
to appoint Carnell Story back to the board.
All right, do you want to put that in the form of a motion?
I make a motion, to put Carnell Story.
All right, do I have a second?
Your board.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion by Councilmember Ezell, and a second by Vice Mayor Tyler. Do you have any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell, Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Resolution number 3773 approved, and we appreciate Mr. Story's continued support on the Beer Board. Move to item H, resolution number 3774.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council memorializing the appointment of the chairperson of the East Ridge Beer Board by Mayor Williams.
Thank you, sir. So I'm going to appoint Robert Maynor as the chairman of the East Ridge Beer Board. So I'll make a motion to appoint Robert Maynor chairperson of the East Ridge Beer Board.
I'll second.
All right, I made the motion, got a second by Councilmember Ezell. Any discussion? Seeing none, roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. And I want to thank Mr. Maynor. I spoke with him. He's very excited. I appreciate him serving on the beer board and stepping up to be the chairman. We'll move to item I, resolution number 3775.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council memorializing an appointment by Councilmember Cagle to the East Ridge Library Board.
Thanks, sir. Councilmember Cagle.
Yes, sir. I'd like to reappoint Miss Linda Henson, and she's in the audience. If she wants to say anything, you're welcome to come up. But she has served, and she's served once and left, and she's come back. Now she's back on, so
All right, so you
That
got
would be
that
my
as a
motion.
form of a motion?
that's in form of a motion.
Thank you, sir. Do I have a second?
Second. Whichever.
We'll go with ladies first.
Well, thank you.
Good idea.
I have a motion by Councilmember Cagle and a second by Councilmember Witt. Do we have any discussion? I see none. Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Resolution number 3775, and thank you for your continued support and serving on the board. We'll move to item J, resolution number 3776.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council memorializing an appointment by Councilmember Witt to the East Ridge Library Board.
Thank you, sir. Councilmember Witt.
Yeah, before I make a motion, I would like to thank Carolyn Tucker. She has served on the board all the years that it allows her to serve, and I appreciate everything she has done, and she's going to be greatly missed. The person that I would like to make a nomination to appoint is Katie Perkins.
Thank you, ma'am. And you got that in the form of a motion?
Yes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Councilmember Witt and a second by Vice Mayor Tyler for Katie Perkins. Do I have any discussion? See none, roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. Resolution number 3776 approved. Yes, thank Ms. Tucker for her service and Ms. Perkins for her offering her service to join the library board. We'll move to item K, resolution number 3777.
A resolution of the East Ridge City Council approving an appointment by the City Council for the East Ridge Library Board.
Thank you, sir. Council, this is a council appointment, so I'll entertain a motion.
Who was the third board member? I mean, when they
What's-
applied.
Marilyn Lowry.
Lowry.
I'll make a motion, we appoint Marilyn Lowry, since we only had 3 appointments. I personally didn't call her, but I've heard her name, and so she probably represents us real well.
She's been serving. I second.
Okay.
Have a motion to approve by Councilmember Cagle and a second by Councilmember Witt. Do we have any discussion?
I've spoken with other members of the library board, and they said that she's an integral part of that board and
Yep.
has served really well in her time and capacity there.
Thank you, sir. No other discussion. Roll call, Ms. Dietrich.
Vice Mayor Tyler,
Yes.
Councilmember Cagle,
Yes.
Councilmember Ezell,
Yes.
Councilmember Witt,
Yes.
Mayor Williams.
Yes. And we thank Ms. Lowry for her continued support on the library board. That is all that we have on our agenda for tonight. So the next item is discussion of the tentative agenda for January 8th. No old business. Under new business, there'll be a public hearing for ordinance number 1239, and then the actual ordinance 1239, which is the ordinance of the East Ridge City Council to amend the zoning regulation and the zoning map of the city of East Ridge, Tennessee, so as to rezone the property located at 1408 Sanheise Drive, tax map 169K-J-009 from C2 General Commercial District to R2 Residential Duplex District, and this will be the first reading. Mr. Howell.
Yes, Mayor and Council. So Alan Jones petitioned the East Ridge Planning Commission to rezone the property located at 1408 Sanheise from C2 to R2. This would be to construct a duplex on approximately 1,200 square feet per unit. The Planning Commission did recommend approval of the rezone.
Thanks, sir. Council, any discussion at this time?
Yes, sir. I would request that we, on item 2 here, says, note, STVRs would be allowed in R2 district. I would like to put this to where this couldn't be put into where we could have a short-term vacation rental due to the single housing residents around it and the other neighbors. And I've also noticed he has very little parking, 4 little places up front. The experience I've been reading and seeing on the short-term vacation rentals, they usually have more cars parked on the road than off the road. And so I'd like to see this be this to be took off of it, where it be allowed, not allowed. So I'd like to put that into motion.
Well, this is just
Okay.
tentative.
Okay.
This is just discussion, discussing for what's coming up in the next meeting, so that can be done in the following meeting in January. Any other comments or discussions?
Sure is gonna be a small place.
It is, because it's a legal non-conforming lot. It is it's recorded lot, so it's legal to build on as it sits. Yeah. I think the applicant at that point, an R1 rezone and putting a single family wouldn't be conducive to that area right there, because you have a garage right behind it. So they looked at as a transitional zoning as well.
I have one other concern about it too. It's already in the flood zone, 100-year flood zone. So he's gonna add another foot of it, bring it up. Then he's gonna asphalt the front for the parking. So where's the excess water? Is he gonna?
Now, that part I haven't discussed with the applicant or the builder yet, Jackie, but yes, Mr. Cagle, I'm sorry. But yes, it would have to be elevated 1 foot above the base flood elevation in that area, whether that be on fill or just from CMU blocks. That I don't know what route he's wanting to go yet on it, but
Well, I'm kind of more concerned about the asphalt taking up the whole front yard and water runoff onto the.
Understand? Any other questions, council? I have a question, but not related to this parcel. So I'll discuss this with you after the fact. It's about all the stuff going on with the potential planning commission at Hamilton County and how that's gonna impact us, or.
All right, the big article in both the chat and you get the Times Free Press on that today.
Yeah, if they form their own, then where are we gonna stay with the RPA? We're gonna go with the county one? It hadn't materialized, but it is, I guess you've noticed it. I'm sure everyone on the council's noticed it as well. So that can throw us some curves. All right. Then the next is an unnumbered resolution approving the fiscal year 2025-2026 annual resurfacing program. Mr. Miller.
Okay, we have done our on-site inspection that was done by Mr. Sykes and Mr. Vaughn, street supervisor, and myself, along with taking the information we received from the police department in regard to some of the streets that they felt needed attention. We have prepared a list of streets. You have that attached. Right now, They are being evaluated by ASA in regard to the quantity of lineal feet as well as a probable construction cost. I do not have that information. Once I have that, I can bring it to the city council on the 8th of January. We have $1.3 million in the fiscal year 2025-2026 for resurfacing. I do want to note that Caldwell Paving, who was awarded the contract for street resurfacing for FY 24-25, they were awarded that in March, and today they're still not done. They have not completed it. I've talked to ASA. We are basically going to let them know that if they don't complete this by the end of this calendar year, by the end of this month, staff recommends that the contract be terminated with Caldwell. And the balance of the funds that are left in the streets they had not done will be carried over to the 25-26 street resurfacing programs to include first on the list that you have attached here too.
Go ahead.
I would really like to see us change anyway.
Oh, it's,
A lot of the paving that I've drove across these, it ain't worth nothing.
They have been
I have
very,
got calls, I've got complaints, I've drove them, they're terrible.
I don't
Yes.
think we should renew the contract with them regardless.
I totally agree. That's why I have read it,
Will
gone
not
on
be
record.
voting for Caldwell,
Yeah.
for that, I won't call the name at this point.
Okay.
You already probably have, but I will not vote to approve them for any future repaving.
Okay,
I agree.
we're on the same page.
Yeah.
I have one, go ahead.
So what is the status of the road between Whataburger and Champy's?
That's supposed
Because
to be.
that was just milled
supposed-
just recently,
that
and
was-
I thought they were gonna take the hump out of this massive hump as you come in.
I was out there last night and the night before. I know exactly what you're talking about. Adams Construction, Adams Contracting basically said, we aren't gonna do anything more other than North Mac Smith Road. We had a confrontation on several change orders that they wanted to. We didn't go with them. We kind of ticked them off, I guess, to some degree. They said, when we're done, we're out of here, that's it. We asked them,
That's the one that we delayed because of the utilities.
yes.
And so they had to
Yes.
demob and remob. Okay.
Exactly. Now, they finished that up, they're out of here. The only other individual business that we could have gotten was Caldwell Paving. Other than that, I would have had to, since it's over $10,000, of course, we would have had to put the specifications together, go out to bid, go through the process, mobilization of equipment to get out there to do a small job like that. We thought that we could piggyback on Caldwell. We did that. That came before the council, and the council approved that several months ago. They were supposed to get that done later this week. However, their paver ran into a problem, and they had a part that went berserk. They had to get a replacement on that. So now it looks like they'll be doing it next week.
Now, that's not the final paving either, is it?
They have to take the hump out, and then they will resurface it. That's being handled right now by Ace Engineering, by Shane Fletcher from Ace Engineering. I just talked to him today about that.
But what we contracted them to do was just kind of a subgrade. We're still gonna have to come back and redo it. Is that correct?
We want to we're gonna take the hump out. That hump is gonna be taken out so that you don't have to bottom out every time you go over that. And then we're gonna resurface back to almost to the second island, because we only own
Correct.
about 200 or 300 feet going back off of Ringgold Road. When you get back by Slater Road, that's all private.
So this is being communicated to them.
Shane Fletcher is working with their pavings right now.
Okay.
Their paving people, right now. Again, this is one where we felt that Caldwell Paving could go in there. Other than that, if we would have had to do the specifications, bid this project out, it wouldn't have been done till next spring. And Whataburger was looking to have this
Well,
done so that they could open
Just
up.
don't hold our breath. It might still be spring.
No,
No.
find a way to get it done.
That hump is a nice, speed control for people that'll shoot across there when you get it nice and flat and smooth.
Especially if you got a low rider.
You know, you're danged if you do and danged if you don't. You got a hump, they complain if you don't.
Well, the hump
Speeding.
also is your water diverter too, right?
I'm sorry?
The
Curb.
hump is your water diverter too, is it not?
Actually, you could say so.
guess
But I don't
you
know if
could.
it needs to be that high, though. That's massive.
No, it does not have to be that high.
That is massive.
That's- yeah.
Yeah, I rode back over it like you a day or so ago, and I'm like, oh my. But I saw where they'd mill down
If you go
past
over,
that.
if you go over that, if you go 10 miles, 15 miles an hour over that thing to get that green light, you're gonna bottom out.
I got one question about the 2025 paving.
Yes.
What are we gonna do about the streets that these people have already come out and milled, paved half of the street, run off and left it?
That's
So,
who we're talking about.
well, let's talk
What-
about it where all of us.
What
can hear.
what I am recommending here is, I mentioned that we will pay Caldwell up to what he has done to date.
Right,
Those streets
okay.
that are milled and are not resurfaced will move to the top of the resurfacing program to be done in 2026. What I'm predicating is, if we approve this January, when the council approves this January 8th, we go out to bid. I'm hopefully looking at ASA Engineer marks the streets in January, February 2026. The program's bid out in mid-February and resurfacing to occur after April 1st. So that's what these streets that are not done, we will have money left over from this 24-25 fiscal year budget. We'll carry that over to the capital improvement fund, and we'll do those streets first, starting in April, to get those done.
So the neighbors
So-
are gonna have to live with those from now.
I'm sorry.
So if
Yes, sir.
Caldwell doesn't get it done timely,
I don't think they're gonna get it done. I mean, these guys.
then yes, it could be April before they get the milled areas resurfaced.
And I've got the list here for next year.
Yes, sir.
And Lazard Street between McBride and Tombras was on this year's list, but it was on the bottom if we had enough money. And I don't see it on this coming year's list, so I'd like for you all to go out and look at it. And
Say that one again, Lazard?
Lazard between McBride and Tombras.
Okay,
And it's especially bad up on the upper end toward McBride. And up there where that big humongous duplex is, it's a two-story thing, where they come out and dug all the way across the road to tie the sewer in. All their paving has done went downhill,
okay.
so.
Well, if that's been less than 2 years, we can have that rectified, correct? So that'll be a street cut issue, so
This has been longer than 2 years.
it's been longer than 2 years?
Yes, sir. Because they come in and,
Okay.
wanted to make it a fourplex. We voted that down, put a duplex in. So,
All right, you got that noted?
Lazard,
Look at that.
Lazard between McBride and Tombras.
yes, sir.
Got it. I had it.
Anything else to add to the agenda, council?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sorry.
Oh.
We had our Small Cities Coalition meeting the other day. Our speaker at that was, just lost his name. Ronald Drew Miller. He is the Executive Director of the Chattanooga-Hamilton County Air Pollution Control Bureau. They are looking to make some revisions to our air quality control ordinances, where all the cities have. Their revisions are predominantly geared to increases in the fees. When they started this bureau in 1985, in 1995, they had a 50% increase in the fees. 2006, they increased it 35%. 2017, they increased it to 20%. They haven't had an increase since 2017, so they're looking to increase the rates 25% for 2026. Everything else in the ordinance regarding regulations governing, there's no material changes in that. The only thing that changes is the increase in the emission fees.
What does that equate to? Do you have that information yet?
No, I don't. I just
Okay.
got this the other day, but it has redlined in, so I'll get this to you.
So we don't know whatever we paid this past year would be 25% more, and we're not sure.
We don't pay anything. This
So what's the fee? The
burn
25%?
fees and
Okay, burn fees.
burn
Okay.
fees is one, and
So there is charge, but it'd be
yeah.
to the individual with the permits. Okay.
So this, we had some questions asked, so the cities now, all the 5, 6 cities in the coalition will be looking at adopting this in January and February of 2026.
But we'll have an idea what the fees will be. Okay.
Yes, the fees are outlined, yeah, you'll have that.
Okay. Anything else?
No, sir.
Do we have something for, is that already approved, the family justice?
Yes, that was approved in the budget.
Okay, all right.
That was approved in the budget.
All right, anything else, council? All right, well, thanks for everyone hanging in here. We're wishing everyone a very blessed and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.